Good morning, XRP Army. It is Thursday, October 15th, and it is a wonderful Thursday. I cannot complain. Let's talk about what's going on with XRP right now, today, and what happened yesterday. So right now, XRP is currently sitting at $2.46, down from yesterday's close of $2.50. Nothing really major going on, still hanging around 245 to 255 range, which has been for the last couple of days, which is kind of what we expected. But I want to move into what actually happened yesterday. BlackRock Larry Fink decided he wanted to pop off and run his mouth. And what he said is, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink declares tokenization of all assets. The era has begun. What does this mean? They are going to be literally tokenizing everything. Every single asset. Gold, oil, stocks, commodities, real estate, derivatives. Everything is being tokenized. And the world's largest asset manager is telling you it's going to happen. So what does this mean for XRP? What does this mean for crypto? Because it's not just going to be XRP. I love XRP. You can call me an XRP maxi. I probably am. But at the same time, I'm not naive enough to think that everything is going to XRP. When we're talking the amount of money, we're talking all of the world's wealth, every dollar, every piece of gold, every piece of stock, every piece of real estate, every single thing is going to be tokenized. They're telling you, okay? Now, not just that. That's all of the world's wealth, all of the world's value on tokenized on chain. But the opposite of that, the caveat to that, is also all of the world's debt is going to be tokenized on chain. So the way I can explain this, I actually explained to my girlfriend this morning. I could see the light bulb go off, and she got real excited. It's kind of like when you own a house, right? So I own a house and I have a mortgage, okay? Well, that mortgage, as soon as I got it from my mortgage broker, they turned around and sold my mortgage to a big bank, right? This is why the thing in 2008 happened, right? Because they were selling bad loans and they weren't checking them. But this being said, as soon as the mortgage broker gets that loan done, they turn around and sell it and they get a profit from selling it to the large bank. They're selling my debt. That debt has value. This is going to apply to the world's value as well when it comes to tokenization, okay? So we're not talking about just the quadrillions of total global value. We're also talking about the quadrillions of total global debt that can be used as value and liquidity on chain. I don't think people fathom how much money and value that really is, and that's why I get so excited about XRP and blockchain and these technologies, because we do not know what's going to happen. Like we literally can't fathom it. A lot of people are trying to predict it, and that's why I don't come out here with a lot of price predictions, because I just think this thing, once it kicks off, is going to go parabolic, and we have no idea where it's going to go. And whoever the winners are, there's going to be probably 3 or 4 big winners, and they're going to be the ones who are tied in to institutional adoption. I believe, my opinion, not financial advice. But so we got Larry Fink talking about this. What else did Larry Fink do? On 60 Minutes this weekend, he finally came back and said that Bitcoin is not a bad asset, and they are directing now their investors a maximum of 4% crypto allocation in their investments. So this is a company that manages $23 trillion in assets for its top 3 customers. Okay, they also hold, was it like 13 trillion in assets? They are the largest asset manager in the world by far. Their top 3, is 23 trillion. So imagine, or 23 billion. I can't remember. I can read it in here. You guys can pull up the link here. But just the amount of money that's going to be moving in, that's just BlackRock. Jamie Dimon also said yesterday, and was talking about building their own blockchain and everything else, and their own private distributive ledger, because they require privacy. Again, what's XRP been doing? They've been focusing on privatization, and they're going to need privatization in order to appease these large banks and institutions, which we talked about yesterday is concerning, because that's not the whole purpose of DeFi. But in order for there to be adoption, they're going to want privacy so they can do their shady backdoor ways that crypto was designed to prevent. And that's what's honestly concerning me when it comes to all that. So what does all this tokenization and adoption mean? I want to tie it into yesterday when I was talking about SBI, when they broke the Guinness Book of World Records for mass minting of NFTs. Okay, that applies to all of this in the sense that they can mass mint stocks, bonds, real estate. They can mass mint these things with ID, with value on the XRPL, and over 8 million NFTs issued at a single time at the Osaka Expo. Okay, so they could with the right regulation, and once they get everything coordinated, they could literally tokenize the entire stock market on XRP in 1 week. I want you to think about the rapidness of adoption that could happen. Okay? That is a potential possibility. Will that happen? Probably not. Is it all going to go to XRP? Probably not. But the ability for that kind of rocket fuel takeoff is there. And that's where we get to risk, ROI, right? Return on investment. That's why we're in these cryptocurrencies. I know it's volatile, and I personally don't think it's that risky because I see the end game and I don't see it going a different direction. That's just me, not financial advice. And I think if a lot of you are here watching, especially to this point, then you agree with me. Do your own research. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I'm really enjoying coming here and making the videos. I tried to do a live stream this morning that failed miserably. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on with that. For whatever reason, my internet couldn't handle it. I might have to make sure I'm hardwired in order to pull that off. So I'll do some digging on it and figure out. I would rather do a live stream every morning than record a video every morning like this. But this is working out really well as also. And I enjoy you guys. And make sure you leave a comment. Let me know you're here. Later.